Colin Powell, former Secretary of State, dies at 84. Family cites complications in statement on Facebook. A highly decorated Army officer, he saw service in Vietnam, an experience that later helped define his own military and political strategies. He became a trusted military advisor to a number of leading U.S. politicians. And, despite his own misgivings, he helped swing international opinion behind the 2003 invasion of Iraq. Colin Luther Powell was born in Harlem, New York City, on 5 April 1937, the son of Jamaican immigrants. His parents originally pronounced his name with a short O in the traditional English way, but he changed the pronunciation in honor of a U.S. Army Air Corps pilot, Colin Kelly, who was killed shortly after Pearl Harbor. He was, by his own admission, an average scholar who left high school with no positive career plans. While studying geology at the City College of New York, he joined the Reserve Officers Training Corps, ROTC, a program designed to identify future military leaders. Powell later described it as one of the happiest experiences of his life. "I not only liked it," he said later, "but I was pretty good at it." After graduation in 1958, he was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army. He underwent basic training in Georgia, where his colors saw him refused service in bars and restaurants. In 1962, he was one of thousands of advisors sent to South Vietnam by President Kennedy to bolster the local army against a threat from the communist North. During his tour, Powell was injured by stepping on a punji stick, a sharpened wooden stake hidden in the ground and used as a booby trap. Was assigned to investigate a letter from a serving soldier that reinforced allegations of a massacre at My Lai in March 1968, in which U.S. soldiers killed hundreds of civilians, including children. Powell's conclusion that in direct refutation of this portrayal, relations between American soldiers and the Vietnamese people are excellent, flew in the face of growing evidence of brutal treatment of civilians by U.S. forces. He was later accused of whitewashing the news of the massacre, details of which did not finally become public until 1970. After returning from Vietnam, Powell obtained an MBA at Georgetown University in Washington before securing a prestigious White House fellowship under President Richard Nixon. Powell was now seen as a rising star. There was a period as a lieutenant colonel in South Korea before a move to the Pentagon as a staff officer. After a spell at an Army college, he was promoted to brigadier general and commanded the 101st Airborne Division before taking up an advisory role in government. He worked for a time in the Carter administration.